Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to work a little bit on a stained pair of jeans. I think everybody have one of this type in their closet. So I'm going to show you where my jeans are stained. There you go. I don't know if you can clearly see it, but there's a stain over here. And we are going to fix this by embroidering it. So there's a little bit of stain here, and then there's a little bit of stain here too. If you can see it, these two dots here, but we're going to concentrate most of on this. So what you will need to do this simple thing is I'm going to use this, which is white pencil for it's a kajal pencil here. I'm going to trim it a little bit. So this is for your makeup, but I'm going to use it just to sketch the drawing we are going to do with the embroidery. And then obviously you need a needle. You can find some of this. I have this package here full of needles here, but you just need one which is something like this with this part here a little bit wider in order to let the cotton come easily in. And then you will need obviously scissors and cotton. I'm going to show you, we don't need all this obviously. We are going to use, I believe, 3. So we are going to use a green. I will use this dark green here. We will use a dark lavender like this, and then a light lavender like this. That's it. Simple thing. Okay. So this is everything you need. Let's go start working on these jeans. Okay, so as you can see, I did a little sketch here. These are the leaves, these are the tulips that we're going to draw, and this is the initial. I just sketched this on a piece of paper to understand where to put everything. Obviously this depends on the stain that you have on the dress, so please use your creativity and try to fill all the stains on the surface. This pencil that I used is not waterproof, so it will just wash with the while I will wash the jeans. So we can start going with this, and then after I'll show you also how I will deal with these two stains here. Okay, so for the leaf, I'll use the dark green thread here, but since this thread has 4 strings, I believe, 1, 2, 3, oh, 6 strings, perfect. I will use only 2 here. So we are going to take 2 strings and pull it out. Okay, so the 4 strings left, we will put it aside, and then we are going to take the 2 strings and we are going to insert it in the needle. Okay. I am going to pull it in the middle, and at the end of the thread I will do a knot. Usually when you embroider, you use a frame to block the cloth where you work, but since this project is the simplest DIY, we won't use any. We will start by doing the stem first, so we will go under, and then we will go in, before coming all the way. We will just insert the needle in the middle here, and we are going to let it go through the 2 strings, so it will come out as a little chain, let's say. And there you go. And then we will pull it through. So again, we go and do another stitch for the stem, pull it through, but not all the way. And we will find the middle. Ooh. And then we will put it between the 2 threads here. Then again in the middle, and then in between the 2 threads. Oops. Okay, we're almost done with the first stem. Last stitch here, always in the middle, in between the 2 threads. Okay. Okay, and then we will finish with a stitch here. Okay, so we have the first stem. I didn't choose a light color. Maybe I should have chosen a light color, but that's okay because we will have this, which it will stand up pretty. Yes, so the attention will be on the flowers. Okay, let's go to the second stem, and then we will do the leaves. Let's start here. So same thing, we go in, we pull it through, okay, then again, Okay, let's finish this other stem here. Okay, second stem done. Okay, and now we need to do this other stem here a little bit. Here there's the drawing of the leaf, so we're going to stop before the leaf. Like this. Okay. And then we'll go inside here. Okay. And then we will start this stem. We'll start again here under the tulip, which is not here yet. So we will go here. It's just another stitch. There you go. We'll do like this. And again here. Okay, so the stems are done. You obviously cannot tell that the drawing what is going on, but everything will make sense in a second. Okay, so you can do with the same thread, you can do also the leaves, or you can use the other four. The leaves will come out a little bit more puffy, let's say, but we will use this same thread here because the leaves are just 1, 2, 3, so we won't stop with this thread here, and we will go all the way around. Okay, so the leaves are pretty simple. We just go do on the first here at the bottom, and then we will do like this at the point, the pointy end on the other side. We will do like this. Don't pull it all the way through, just leave it a little bit puffier, and then we will go in another, oops. Okay, here. Also close to the other points until we finish all the space. Then on the other side. The stitches should be really close to the other ones that you have already, so you cannot tell each stitch apart, and there will be no space in between. Okay. last one. Whoop. Okay, our first leaf is done. There you go. You can kind of tell it apart in a better light. You will tell it apart because this has a different stitch than this. So you can also use maybe two different colors of thread for the stems and for the leaf. Then we will go and do the other leaf, which is here. We will do the same, start at the bottom and okay, and then start at the pointy end. And then we will start going side to side. Okay, so we have the second leaf. Let me show you. We have the second leaf, and now we're going to do the third, which is the biggest one. Same thing, we will start at the end. And we will go up here to cover, we will cover 2 stains. Since the stain goes up to here, I am going to overlay another piece of thread here and another here, so it will be more puffy. Oh. Always pointing at the end, at the first stitch we have done, the beginning at the end of the, so it will follow always the same shape and it won't get messy. Okay, see? Okay, now on the other side, we are almost done on the other side. Covering both stains. See, almost done on this side. Just one last stitch. Okay, there we go. We have our leaves. Okay, and now we go to the fun part. This is pretty puffy, I like it. Now we go to the fun part, which are the tulips. But before going there, we need to block this. So we are going to turn it. This is the back. Okay, so we are going to do like this. We're going to run it between other pieces of thread. Okay, then we are going to pull it. Okay, we take off the needle, then we go like this, then twist it, and like this again, and pull it all the way through. So we make a knot, tight knot, we cut it. If I can take the scissors, and the leaves and the stems are done. Here we are. The darkest color first. We just pull it a little bit of thread. And this time we are going to use 4 of the 6. So we are going to pull 2 aside. The 2 are going to stay there and the 4 are here. Okay. Same thing, we're going to tie a knot at the end of the thread just on one side. Okay, the other side is free. Okay, so the first tulip is here. Okay, so we're going to go here on the top, and then down, not all close, not too close to the stem, but a little bit up here. But we are not going to go all the way through. We are going to come already outside, really close to the other stitch. And now we're going to spin the thread around the needle for 7 times until the needle in the center is fully covered. While pulling the needle out, with the other hand we're going to make sure that the thread is firm and it won't move. And then we are going to place the needle outside the circles, a little bit closer to the stitch that we have outside, in order to close the head of the tulip and it won't move anymore. We are going to make sure that the bottom part does not move either, so we go into the center of the circle. This time we take out the needle, and then we do the same thing that we did on top, we do on the bottom, placing the needle after we pull it out outside the circle of thread near the stem. So this is why we didn't need to start our tulip too close to the stem. And this is the base for the first tulip. We can make it a little bit puffier, pulling out the thread a little bit with the needle, so it will cover all the space. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other tulip. This one is a little bit smaller and it's a little bit closer to this one, so we need to be careful. This time I will only spin the thread 5 times around the needle, because this is pretty small, so it will cover the center of the needle faster. Third and final tulip. Four spins on this one because I was about to finish the thread and I didn't want to waste it, so we will work with what we have basically. And now we will block the work the same way we blocked the thread for the leaves and stems. So we let the needle slide into the thread, then we take off the needle from the thread, and then we first go inside the circle, then we twist the circle and we go inside again, and we will tie a knot. Okay, now with the light lavender color, we are going to use all 6 strands because we are going to do the petals of the tulips. Same thing, we tie a knot at the end of the thread and we leave the other piece of the thread on the other side free. Since the phone went low on battery and didn't record the other tulips, I'm going to show you how to do the petals on the other 2 stains that we needed to cover. So to do the petals, we are going to use the same technique of the leaves. So we are going to start from the top to the bottom, and we are going to basically draw the shape of the petals side to side with the thread. Yeah, make sure that your stitches are one next to another so there won't be any gaps between the thread and the shape will be even. Make sure that the petals starts a little bit higher than where the darkest color of the tulip is, so the petal will be like hugging in a certain way the dark color, and it will be a more even shape altogether. Don't forget to use your needle also to make the shape of the tulip and the petals a little bit puffier, and to keep in position the thread. And now let's block our work the same way we did the last time. And this is the final result. Please leave a like and subscribe if you liked this video, and let me know what else do you want to see on my channel. Thank you so much. We will see each other really soon.